match up with the Denver Broncos. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Locke to throw. Steps away. This is the tight end Fant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
It's second and 8 at the 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
Locke working out of the gun. Looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted.
Always a play.
Picked off at the 15. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On first down, Gibson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now Heineke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Lock now on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jonathan Bostic, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It
really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Check, 47. So we got man. 47 mark.
A run here for J.D. McKissic. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
The tackle by Will Parks. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Washington nothing.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. just keeping the play alive. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he...
And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
At the 46-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll find Lindsey here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 4 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. To throw again on second down. Locke steps away to his left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. On the counter, Lindsey. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Rolling to his right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
17-yard line.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Now Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached real.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 58 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Broncos 13.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing now is Locke. Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.